competitive League of Legends, you'll often hear players talk about the meta. But what does that actually mean? The term meta stands for most effective tactics available. It's the prevailing strategies, champion pools, item builds, and even play styles that are seen as the most optimal at any given time. It's shaped by patch changes, professional play, and solo queue trends alike. And for years, the meta has driven how pros draft, how coaches prepare, and how fans interpret what's strong or weak. But here's the twist. The meta isn't just a rulebook, it's a suggestion. And the biggest flaw in the competitive scene today is that people are treating it like the gospel. Now, once a meta is established, the next logical step should be to figure out how to counter it. If everyone's playing the same champions the same way, the door is wide open for innovative answers. Take an example. If Sejuani becomes the go-to jungle pick because of her tankiness and lockdown CC, the question should be what beats Sejuani? Maybe it's a high-tempo jungle like Karthus, who clears fast, invades well, and throws off the pace of the game, scaling very well. Or maybe it's something unorthodox like Ivern, who plays an entirely different game. But in practice, what do we actually see? Teams always mirror each other. They pick the same champions, run the same comps, and hope they execute better. It's not counterplay, it's conformity. If the meta says X is good, the real value is in discovering what beats X, not in becoming just another team that plays that same thing. The meta isn't a top 10 list, it's a flexible system. Some champions are outside the meta not because they're bad, but because they're situational. These off-meta champions can thrive under the right circumstances. Now, Mordekaiser might not be an S-tier top laner, but into the right champions, suddenly he's a nightmare. Swain might not be the best blind pick mid lane, but into immobile squishies, he becomes a menacing drain tank. The meta's a starting point, not a finishing line. Understanding that some picks are tools for specific jobs opens up a much more strategic path than any tier list ever will. Too often, teams dismiss these champions just because they aren't being spammed in solo queue or shown in the LCK or LPL. But in the right pick, in the right context, now that is meta defining. Now, this unwillingness to counter the meta or explore situational picks has led to one thing: stagnation. Week after week, fans are watching the same comps, the same bans, the same early draft scripts, and players, they're often locking in the same few champions per role game after game. It's no longer about creativity, it's about not losing. You can feel the burnout in pro play, both in the pros playing and the audience watching it. The draft phase has gone from exciting to formulaic, with no surprises, no risks, they're just filling out a checklist. This fear of failure, this refusal to break from the established meta, it's killing the spirit of competitive play. The greats, from Faker and T1's Dynasty to G2's 2019 historic run, they're remembered not just for their mechanics, but for daring to try the unexpected.
Oh my Jesus! Dylan. On my
Jesus.
Dylan, we have to go Vayne.
No, we have to go Corki.
No, Olaf got you. Alisai, we're going Vayne, by the way.
Are you serious?
It's Trundle Vayne.
Shouldn't we just go Corki?
But are you serious? Is it gonna win us the game?
Of course.
So let's recap. Once a meta forms, the next step is finding out what beats it, not just copying it. Champions outside the meta can be viable in the right context, even if they're not conventionally strong. And ignoring these two truths has led to a stale competitive scene where innovation is rare and excitement is dwindling. The meta is useful, but it's not sacred. It's time to stop treating it like the ultimate authority and start exploring what else is out there. Because in the end, the biggest plays and the most memorable moments don't come from playing it safe. They come from breaking the mold.